everyone. Just wanted to give an update from my punch list video, what I've got done. If you've been keeping up with the videos, you certainly have seen some of the progress. So the lug nut issue is fixed, the front brakes are fixed, the exhaust leak is fixed. I posted on all three of those. If you fight exhaust leaks with headers and collectors, for sure watch that one. A couple of tricks that I learned, some on my own and some from other people, that would be worthwhile. The radio was just a blown fuse, super easy fix for that one. Of the major things that are still left are the master cylinder for the brakes, and don't get me wrong, I've got brakes. It's just not as solid as the pedal feel as I'd like it to be. And then of course it's the that pesky trans leak also. And what has cropped up since then is that my temp gauge, I have autometer temp gauge on this thing, totally independent of the computer. It's just an old-fashioned temp gauge, and it stopped working. It's not the sending unit, I already checked that, so it's the actual gauge. And my radiator has sprung a leak, and I have a Griffin aluminum radiator in here, two rows of cores. This is actually the second radiator that I had in here. The first one sprung a leak within a year of getting it. Griffin replaced it for free, just had to pay for the shipping. So good job by Griffin on that for the replacement. But now my second one has gone out. Same thing, sprung a leak, and I took it to a radiator shop to have it pressure checked, make sure that there was an issue with it, and to see if there's possibility for them to fix it. These aluminum radiators are so lightweight, nobody can really fix them. And so I called up Griffin. Now the radiator, the second one, is about 5 years old. And I figured before I go purchasing a $489 radiator, see if Griffin would do anything for me on this thing, since this is the second one. Shout out to Griffin, they did. They sold me one for $350. So a pretty nice discount on that. So I'm waiting for that to come in the mail. Simple fix. I'm not going to post any video on that. That's pretty much where I'm at with things. I'm pretty close to getting this thing over to my dyno guy and really get it tuned up properly. So I'm looking forward to that. The trans leak, I talked to Liberty Gears, who I bought all my trans stuff from, and I kind of forgot about this. There's a on the TKO 600 versus TKO 500 and the 3550, 3550s, 3555. I forget the numbers on it, but there's a cup front of the counter shaft in there, and on the 600s it's not flanged in, it's kind of floats, and there's an O-ring seal there, and that is what I think is leaking. It's not the input shaft, it's that's below the input shaft. So I think that's what's leaking. And again, I called Liberty Gears and said, hey, what's the trick to try to seal these? And they basically said that they're prone to leak. Their response was they all leak. And I said, well, this didn't leak initially until I took it all apart. And I said, well, what do you guys do when you rebuild transmissions? And he said that they actually machine that to where you can put a flanged cup in for this thing, and then you can actually really seal it off. Go back to my transmission rebuild videos, and you'll see this cup thing. It's kind of janky. I thought it was janky when I took it apart. Again, I'll figure out over the winter what to do with that. I'm not going to tear the car apart now. Again, I do want to get it over to the dyno, and so I can really start laying into this thing a little bit on the street. So that's pretty much where we're at. Oh, there was an idle issue. That's all solved. I think it was just a self-learning issue, and it's idling just fine now, without any problems. So that's where I'm at. I am going to be MIA for the next couple weeks, so plan to pick this up when I get back into town.